Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 9. The chapter which we are related with is cash book and bank reconciliation statement. As you can see that prepare a bank reconciliation statement, so we will make. As usual, our performer is ready. We do have three headings. First is for bank reconciliation statement. Second is for the date, and you can see that date is 31st December 22. But the third line for name is not mentioned in this question. So you may write as if the name is not mentioned. So you just write ABC and company. Whenever name of organization is not mentioned, you may write ABC and company. In this way, first part of mentioning heading has been completed, and now let's see the question. These are six inputs given in the question. As usual, first step we will mention as they are debit or credit, and then we will separate them. First entry is showing about balance as per cash book. All right, so we will write the detail balance as per cash book. Rules are saying balance as per cash book should be written on debit side. Now let's see how much amount. It is 60,000. Just post 60,000 in amount column. The next entry, profit on account credited by bank. So as you know, we have discussed whatever customer does, bank will enter exactly opposite. If there is credit in bank, customer will debit, and if customer had credited, bank will debit. It's just the opposite case, because whatever is favorable for customer, it is unfavorable for the banker, and if it is favorable for the banker, it would be unfavorable for the customer. Please note it down. When a customer will deposit amount in bank account, it is favorable for the customer, but it is liability or unfavorable for the banker. So please note it down. Whatever customer will do, banker will oppose. And when bank had credited, it means it is favorable for the customer, it would be debited. So you will write on debit side. This is bank credited. All right, let's see how much amount, and that is 3,000. Another way to understand it is you can see that it is profit. Profit means there is an increase in bank account. Increase in bank account should be debited. So you can see that it is debit. Third way to understand it, profit is an income. And rule says in income, in case of income, we will debit the bank. So all three ways we understood that this profit should be debited. So we have written as debit. Now next entry, bank paid. It means amount is going out as rent. Rent is an expense. In all expenses, we will credit the bank. So another separate place would be chosen, credit, and amount is 10,000. Mention amount in amount column, rent paid by bank. Alright guys, so simply we are debiting and crediting. Bank collected dividend. It means bank have collected dividend on our behalf. Again, it's an income. When on our behalf, our bank is collecting our income, it means our amount present in our bank account would be increased. Increase in bank account should be debited. And secondly, in rules it has been written, if it is income, it should be written on debit side. So 5,000 on debit side, you will be posting over here. This is your dividend collected. Now you can see that when it is collection, it is income. When payment, it is an expense. Rent collected, we have written 5,000 amount mentioned. Now next entry, checks paid into the bank. What we search in paid in, as you know that we will see not credited, uncredited, uncollected, not collected. So name is clearly mentioned, it is not collected. Not collected rule says it should be credited, uncollected credit. So here you will mention credit as not collected. We will write the same name which is mentioned in the book, and not collected amount is 8,000. Just write down 8,000 over here, and that's all. Now the last entry, check issued. In issued we search for unpresented check, and it has been clearly mentioned over here, not presented. In not presented, rule says it should be debited. So 6,000 debit. We will put amount in amount column, not presented. Alright guys, not presented, 6,000 we have written. In this way, all entries have been completed as usual. After first line, in second line we will write add, and in next line we will write less. Okay. All debit entries are separated, all credit entries are separated, and now we will take the sum of all debit side. So sum, we will take help from Excel. Sum of these amounts we have got debit side total, and now sum of credit side, there are only two amounts, we will take sum manually. So sum of debit side 74, sum of credit side 18,000. At here you will take the difference of these two amounts. So sum of debit side subtract sum of credit side. Here we have got the final amount 56,000. As you can see, 56,000 is mentioned over here. Here we will mention the sign of the larger amount. Look at here, 74,000, 18,000, larger amount is debit, so you will post debit. Now finally, we will write the answer in appropriate manner, where first cell would be for balance. Now you can see you have started your question with cash book. Opposite to cash book, we will write passbook balance, and then our answer is for debit. Opposite to debit would be credit, and answer would be similar to this 56,000. In this way our answer is also completed. Passbook credit 56,000, and here you can see passbook credit 56,000. So guys, our question has been completed. Although our question is in front of you, we have solved it, but still if you have any query, any question, any problem of understanding, you are very open to ask your queries, your questions through comments, text, or you can directly meet. I will surely be available to answer these queries. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.